up, 3?
What's going on, my light skinned sister? What's good?
What's good? What's good? How you, cousin?
I'm doing good, cuz I can't complain, man. You know what I'm saying? Lo, to say your name's not been in the mix within the last
block
24
is
hours.
hot. The block is hot. First they love me, then they hate me. I'm a sour patch.
Oh, Lord, bars. Lo, let me ask you a question. So this is your 3rd year doing this. You've been there for Vixen, you've been there for coffee and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us? I know because we both do battles and stuff like that though. But explain to the people how hard it is for people to watch these battles, write the bars down, watch them again, critique them, and try to get the pecking order right. Can you explain that to us, please?
It is a lot of work.
Right.
It's some comments on OTSMZ right now. You got some people saying an Excel sheet, a Word doc. Yeah, you damn right. Because how else am I going to organize and compile information? Right. Like, for y'all to make fun of the fact that a person would take the time to do bar breakdowns for over 30 battles. 3. I have 20. I could grab my notes written to make sure that I'm, you know what I'm saying, looking at everything. I watched every girl's battle. I had 18 girls on my list. I watched every one of their battles. And the only one battle I didn't watch, I mentioned on the panel, I didn't get a chance to watch Shay Rack's 2-on-2. Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of, just the studying part is work. And then you get all the information, and now you have to figure out a system to compile everything to figure out what matters, what holds strength, what doesn't hold strength. You know what I'm saying? And it was tough this year to put 6 through probably 11 or 12 in place. It was tough. They had a lot of things that could put them at number 5. Everybody could be put at number 5. Everybody could be put at number 6. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, you really got to kind of nitpick and try to use logic and reasoning. And when I do this panel, I take my biasness and I set that shit aside. Like in real life, like I don't go into this. I have my face, don't get me wrong, but I'm honest, because when I get up there, I know that there's a lot of viewers that seen things a certain way, and if I'm up there punching for somebody I shouldn't be, the fans gonna call me on that.
I'm gonna cut your wisdom off, but can you stay right there? Because I think that what you just said right there, Lo, is so underestimated, and fans sweep that under the rug. They so quick to go to the biasness, but they don't go to the integrity. Like, yo, dog, okay, I'll rock with you, bro, but if you lose this battle, I'm gonna say you lost this battle.
It is. A lot of people don't want, and that's why I respect you and like Angry Fan and like certain people who don't want to be a part of the panel, because you want to be able to say your opinion and not have to worry about a friendship being messed up. Whereas it's like, I didn't ever come into battle rap to be friends with battle rappers. I like battle rap, and I don't never have to meet a battle rapper, shake their hand, talk to them in a DM, talk to them on the timeline, or for them to acknowledge me for me to like battle rap. You know what I'm saying?
Point.
So
great point.
I don't care if you don't like my opinion, because I'm not losing a friend, because I didn't come here for you. Yes, I have my faves, and I'll be punching for them sometime, but when I do that panel, I put that to the side. I really do.
Wow. Was this the toughest year, Lo, you think, for the panel, for you and the ladies?
Oh, yeah, this by far was the toughest year.
But Lo, let me ask you a question. I would think the first year would be the toughest, don't know, sister? Because, you know what I mean? Like, you try to get everything right the first year.
So many less battles. I probably didn't watch 30 battles that first year.
Okay, got you.
Like, I didn't, and I'll also go on to say, too, I was like a little naive going into year one, not having as much, like, it was a lot here.
Right.
When you in the debate, this sometime ain't always clicking when you hearing this response, this response, this response. So I was going a lot off memory, which I feel like I did well. You know what I'm saying? I still punched for the person that the fans voted for. You know what I'm saying? So I got to win there. They love me the first year. Y'all love me last year.
Calico voice.
But so it wasn't as many girls, number one. It wasn't as many battles. And because I didn't do as much work, it just didn't feel like as much. This year, I've been watching battles for 6 weeks. And the last 2 weeks before the panel, I watched probably 20 battles or more. Like, I was watching battles that last 3 or 4 days. I was watching battles literally from the time I woke up until the time I went to sleep.
Just to go on the WOTY panel and make sure you're on point. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
right?
Just to make sure that if I'm talking about something, if I'm making a point, I not only am making a right point, I can remember the information because I wrote down the bars. I got my documents, and you know what I'm saying, my things that I could look at so that we could try to get it as correct as possible. We go into it knowing that we not going to agree on everything, and it's going to be a few things that we wish we could have changed. But I feel like we all come into it with good intention, and I think that gets miss or overlooked a lot, is that we come into this with good intention. I know y'all don't agree with everything, and we listen to the criticism, and we appreciate the criticism from the fan perspective, so that we can know as viewers what y'all want to see it look like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And want to see, how things. You want to see a little more uniformity with how we have the conversation and things like that. And I think we've made positive changes since the first year. You know what I'm saying? So we accept all the criticism that come with it. I don't think that nothing's wrong with that from the battlers too. Definitely want to hear their opinion and hear how they feel certain battles should rank, because that helps. You know what I'm saying? When you got a bunch of battle rappers in consensus with something, it's like, okay, so if I was to say this next year, most of y'all feel this way. So it's okay for me to, think that this is okay. Just little things. Like it takes conversation to make it better.
Are there too many judges, Lo? Oh, low face. Your face, low.
See, that's tricky because they didn't like it when it was 5. They did think it should be more.
I remember that.
We can't go with 6 because 6 in case we got a tiebreaker. So I do feel like 7 is kind of like a sweet spot. And the fact that you have like me, CC Do, and Rita come back every year, and now you have Tai who comes back every year. There's really only been one new person.
Nikki, right?
Nikki, yeah. So we get kind of used to being able to debate with each other, be able to cut each other off, tell each other that they wrong, because we've built up like this morale.
It's a comfort zone, right?
It's a comfort zone that you kind of build up. You know what I'm saying? So I feel, and Wing this too. I'm sorry, I didn't want to forget Wing.
Sorry, Wing.
Yeah, but just us being there year after year after year, when we have the critiques and everything that come in from y'all, we can talk about it amongst us, and we can work on that. And then y'all can know that when we had these conversations, like, we really not afraid to be like, nigga, you wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that part, this year we cut some of us, the ones that was in favor for Shuni going up the list a little more. I do agree with Shuni that I said I feel like I was punching for Shuni, but she feel like some of her accolades could have been said a little louder. And I do agree that because I kept bringing her up, but I maybe I could have been a little louder. You don't want to be the one that like overly dominate conversation.
Right, of course. You want to pick the spot sometimes, and
so like I'll bring it back up, but it's like it wasn't too many more people on the same page as me and like I think Tai CC. So it was like, damn, like, it's only so much I could do. But I do wish that's one thing I regret. I do wish that I would have just kept hammering at the fact that Shuni should be higher on that list.
Well, it's funny you say that, though, because if I'm Shuni, right, and I look at you, I got your list, not the WOTY list. I got Lowe's list right here, y'all.
What you think about my list? What you think about
I like your list. Let's talk about right now. You got Shadrach at number 15, right? And for the most part, that seems to be the general consensus that you guys all had at 15, right?
Well, not coming in.
Miss Miami, I believe, right?
More people had people like Miss Miami, but she wasn't on my list. She wasn't on somebody else's 15. They had her higher, but that's how it started. I brung Chirac up first, and I believe Du had Chirac as well. So she co-signed after I gave the accolades I thought was important. Du co-signed it.
You had Flames at 14.
Yeah, on my original list, and then she made that list.
She made it at 14. Mm-hmm. On your list, you had a very interesting person who I thought was going to be on a lot of people's lists. I thought this was one of her best years. Lady Caution, you had a 13. Mm-hmm. But the list, you guys had Cheddar.
Yeah, the reason for Yoshi was because she did not have 2 3-round battles.
So Lady Caution.
I mean, I said Yoshi. Yeah. Well, I said my bad. I'm sorry, Lady Caution. Lady Caution. She didn't have 2 3-round battles. She had 1 3-round battle, and I believe 4 1-rounders. All excellent. I gave her a hella credit and props. I didn't even think about that when I was making my list.
Right.
The thing that I thought would hurt her the most would be her strength of schedule. Mm-hmm. Because she got a few opponents that's like amateur. But I'm like, man, she was wrapping her ass off last year. That my baby was gone, and that's the thing too. Like I would be biased with her because that's my baby. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. But when they said what they said, I happily like, okay, she gotta go. And then even with Flames, I had Flames. They had Cheddar after we broke it down. I'm like, okay, I can see how Cheddar could go here over Flames. You know what I'm saying?
At 12, you had Yoshi, mm-hmm. but the overall list had Yoshi at number 8. Mm-hmm. And I see a lot of people, a lot of the females felt some type of way. I know Shuni just apologized on Easy's show a second ago, but a lot of the girls felt Yoshi was a bit too high. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know she choke. I don't know, did she choke against Don Lady? I don't think she choked against Don Lady. She didn't choke, right?
No, the only battles that I had her not having a good battle, Charlie Clips.
Battle, right.
I wrote her bars down for that battle, and her writing for the Prestavia battle is fucking incredible. Like, I don't say too many people, I love 40 Pen, but this particular writing in this battle is very 40-esque. Like, it is scheme into scheme into scheme. Prestavia won that battle, but I did say it's a little closer on paper.
Lola, let me ask you a question. Let's stay right there in that battle right quick. Do you think people sleep on Yoshi's material because of the setting? How nobody's behind her in the battle? There was nobody really behind Yoshi in that battle. Everyone was behind Prestavia. She had the gun titles behind her. There was literally nobody behind Yoshi when she battled at Chrome.
Ben, shout out to my dog Ben. He was behind Yoshi. He gave her a few pushes. Gwitty was in the crowd telling everybody that's fire. Right. But I was there. I was at that battle, and I will say that even I was intently listening. I was very close to the stage, and that material is excellent material. Mm-hmm. I don't want to take anything away from her there, but that material should have gone in a small room, much smaller crowd. We weren't able to appreciate it. The mics weren't necessarily the great. It was Remy's first event, so she had some kinks to work out. So they did fight through some things. Yes, Prestavia did have gun titles behind her, but I can say in the building, from my perspective, she earned everything that was given to her. But with Yoshi, I felt like she had a bad loss to Prestavia, even though the material was good. She had a bad loss to Clips, and then she choked against Caution. They brought up someone mentioned that she may have choked against RX, and then a few of the battlers were upset. I was the one that said, and maybe somebody else said it, but I know I said it too, that I don't think she choked against RX. I think that in the third, she was real frustrated. And she was trying to like gather herself before she started back rapping so that it wouldn't affect it. I don't think it was a choke though. I think she knew all of her material. Yeah.
Now, Lo, you had at number 11, you had Official. And Official number 12 on the overall list. Now, O felt a little slight. I heard in the spaces and everything like that. Some people feel she should have been higher. Do you feel people say that because it's Official, you know, Mount Rushmore candidate, she's done the most a lot in battle rap, or her placing really belongs where it should be? Because she felt like everyone feels slighted. Well, let's call it what it is. Everyone's gonna feel slighted. Man.
If you want to make people mad, you make a list. I did speak to official in the spaces after. I was able to explain to her why I had her at 11 on my list, and I was one of those people that tried to punch her down. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest. The reason, and I told them, if y'all watch the panel back, you'll see me say I'm not gonna tell y'all who I got as 11 because y'all not gonna like it. Because to say official is 11 does sound crazy. It does. But if you go through her battles and you rate officials' performances in 2022 against some of officials' best performances, performance-wise, she didn't have any standout performances. I will say the Bardashian battle, I'm talking about solo.
Right.
So it was certain people I couldn't put her her above because I felt like it was a lot of girls who had standout performances. Yes, she had a strong resume, but I feel like, yeah, you still lost the AB and you still lost the DNA. Those was your two big battles. Your 2-on-2s, we give you credit for those, but you got a partner and all that stuff. So your wins, it's a joint win. It holds as much value as a win, but it's not a standard 3-round battle. So when I'm comparing her standard 3-round battles to, like, at one point we talked about Vixen in the spaces, and I was like, I don't have one official battle solo that I would watch over any of Vixen's losses last year.
Wow. Ooh.
And I said,
that's
whether
tough.
Vixen, but I'm being honest. And it's no diss to Vixen official, because I do feel like she had an incredible year. But I was just basing, when I do their performance, I base it off of them personally. Like, I'm not gonna base your performance as just say Shuni off how I feel about Tay-Rock. You know what I'm saying? Who is my favorite. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna base it off your best Shuni performance and see how your year fluctuated by that. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of why I had her lower, because I feel like she lost some of her important battles, and because I feel like overall her year didn't have any standout performances.
And look, correct me if I'm wrong, right, Mama? But this is the criteria, right? Strength of schedule, right? Consistency, impact, material, performance, and moments, right? So that's what you guys gauge basically everything on, right?
Yeah, like when we are in the panel and we're doing comparison between battle rapper A and battle rapper B, that's the criteria that Rita goes over. When I'm doing mine, I use strength of schedule, performance, and impact as a category, and I rate them 1 through 5. And then I got a few other things, like how many main events did you have, what your rounds in each battle was, if you had any performance of the night, battle of the night, those type of things. And then this year I went through and I raked up and to see how many views that each YouTube battle have.
Wow.
How many reactions did you have on the app in this particular battle versus your opponent? So I was just trying to compile as much information as possible to try to have pros and cons on the situation.
So, Lo, on your list here now, number 10, you got Vixen at number 10, and overall Pam had Vixen at number 6.
Now, I think she was too high.
Is she too high? Let me ask you a question. I saw people saying that she didn't win a lot of battles last year. You say what's to that?
I say at most she had 2 debatables and a loss.
Okay.
Because her hustle battle, for some fans can go this way, for some fans can go that way. I did look in the comments, and I try to do that with the YouTube video battles. I try to look in the comments to just kind of gauge what the comments kind of say. And a lot of people talked about Vixen in that battle, but I feel like that was one of Hustle's best performances last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, she killed it. So I'm not mad at nobody saying Vixen won or Hustle won. I put it down as debatable, but personally for myself, I have Vixen.
Okay.
But that's also why she made my 10. I felt like her performances was stronger than her opponents, was heavier to me than official. Yeah, and her performances was better than official. So that's why I had her above. But I couldn't put her above anybody else on my list because they had wins. And they also had standout performances and other type
Right,
things. You know what I'm saying?
right. Low at number 9, you got Prestavia. And on the list, number 9, Prestavia, you was on point right there. You know what I'm saying? How much did the tournament play the part? Not the tournament. Chrome and the battle with Yoshi and everything like that. And I know she battled in the tournament. She battled with Fonz. She lost.
She lost the
Yeah.
Fonz. She got a win against Yoshi.
Yoshi.
She got like
Chrome.
I had her winning against C3. C3 choked. She kind of choked. I guess she stopped her round early, but I timed it and she rapped for almost 5 minutes before she stopped that round. So I didn't call it a choke, but I did write down that she stopped it early. And then she had her Danny Myers battle, one rounder. That was
battle, the one round. Yeah, Danny. That was Gates of the Garden, right?
Yeah,
That's right. It was hard though. That was a hard.
She went crazy. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, she was going crazy last year. She had some L's because she lost the Fonz. Hold on, let me pull up. I got a little resume.
Do you think, I know you're always on point. That's why I rock with you, man. I know you're always on point. Yeah, but that Danny Myers battle was hard though.
Yeah, no,
it was hard.
Definitely. That's what I'm saying. Like she had enough on her resume, enough wins, enough 3-round battles. She had a champion cover because she got performance of the night against Yoshi. And I feel like, if I'm not mistaken, she got all 3-round battles, except for the Danny battle. And then I heard the battlers complaining that we brought up her verbal war zone battle, and I'm like,
yeah, I heard about that.
But we can talk about 2-on-2s, 1-on-1s. If you had a compliment battle, I'm gonna include it if it was good, because it's something that you did. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a part of your accolades. Like, and if you go watch that verbal war zone battle, it's crazy. She went nuts. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you don't want to give her the credit for like a win, loss, or whatever, like that's still an accolade. She battled on Verbal War Zone. That means she did more things, more leagues. You know what I'm saying? We talk about impact. We talk about reach. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And I also wrote down the YouTube views and stuff like that for that battle.
Low at number 8, you had Bonnie on y'all list. Y'all had Bonnie at number 10.
Yeah, I kept punching for Bonnie. I kept punching for
number 10. Number 11. Number 11. Excuse me. Number 11.
Yeah,
you
I punched for Bonnie.
Yeah, overall, you guys came with number 11 for Bonnie.
Yeah, I punched for Bonnie. I thought that okay, so to me, everything that we are deciphering comes down to how impactful was your year. I know we got a category for impact, but that's what this boils down to, is who's the most impactful. I feel like Bonnie wasn't a part, or hasn't been a part of as many conversation as she was last year. And to me, that's impact alone. Now, only that, she had a great showing against Robin Rhymes. One of them bars is like one of the bars of the year.
That was hard.
Her and Caution's RBE battle, I felt like top. Then she turned around and battled her a month later, and they still have another good battle. You know what I'm saying? She made it the long run in the tourney. She got the win. She got the things, like, you know what I'm saying? She had an impactful year. And not only that, she rapped good. She had good rounds. She had good performances. You know what I'm saying? She got a champion cover as well. So that means that she had performance of the night. That means she had a standout performance, which Official did not in a solo battle.
Do you think people slept on Bonnie's 2022?
I think a few people going into doing their research for the panel just didn't really, I'm not going to say they stepped on it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they just viewed it a certain way, so they wait. Because like I said, we all 7 different women, like all 7 different minds, and we got to figure out what we find important. So maybe depending on how other people was grading the ladies, that she didn't weigh high in the categories they felt was important. But I feel like overall she had hit numbers on every category that you can think of. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that she's a part of that conversation, she did a fucking fantastic job rapping while pregnant. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that's not something we got to give her credit for, but I be seeing people call off work for less. You know what I mean? She showed up. And I think that's what matters. She showed up consistently.
Right. Low on your list, number 7, you had Casey J. The overall panel had Casey J number 4. And Casey J battled with Arsenal, Verb, right?
And Official.
Talking about Casey J right quick. 3 battles?
3 battles, 1 light work battle. She did good in every battle that she had.
I had to beat Arsenal, I had to beat Verb. Verb my guy, but I had to, she won.
And I had her winning against Official as well, although you can call it debatable.
At Chrome, right?
So on my
Chrome, right?
Yep. On my list, I put it down as debatable.
She was hurt, right? She was hurt.
Yep, she had a boot on, and she still battled with great energy, and her material wasn't lacking. Neither was Officials. I thought that they had a better battle than I had expected. So, and my reasoning for putting her there is because right above her is like Caution. And I just felt like the light work battle is not as heavy to me. I get that it's Arsenal.
I see a lot of you had a conversation about the light work conversation. I want to talk to you about that. I'm glad you staying right here. Go ahead, continue.
The light work battle was not as heavy, although it was Arsenal, as Caution having like 5 3-round battles. The fact that Caution won, Caution got all wins, 1 loss, 1 debatable. Every performance she had was a standout performance. And also when I grade battlers, like I can't grade Prestavia's year how I would grade somebody like Miss Hustle or Vixen or Jazz, because of course your competition going to be better. So I got to look at what you're doing with what you have access to. And Caution got a battle with La G that she had 3 hours prep for, and you would not have a clue.
But say right there, you see the information, you put it in the tidbits she had. A lot of people not knowing that information. And that's what I'm saying. I give y'all props because I didn't know that. So if you didn't break that down,
like she had three hours to prep for that battle. Laji ended up choking, but that was a star performance. Like if you look at the girl, got charisma. She made it to the semifinals in the tournament as a rookie. To me, that was more impactful. And Verb, shouts to Verb. I know it's gonna sound like I don't love you, but I do. Verb ain't really been that great in a long time, and that's not taken away from Casey. It's not taken away from Casey, but who have Verb beaten Casey?
I would say this against women. That's my guy and everything. But against women, Bonnie, Hustle, Casey, it's been rough for my guy against the female.
It's getting rough for him with the ladies. You know what I'm saying? So it's like she did exactly what we were supposed to do. She had an excellent performance, but I just thought that a rookie being a part of this conversation this year, that means that she put in work. And I get that a lot of people might not know who she is, but she got a lot of wins, a lot of 3-rounders, and I'm pretty sure after this year, y'all gonna know her a lot more. The same way y'all did for Prestavia, because I fought for Prestavia last year too. And she back here on this list because she still kicked ass last year.
Right. Lauren, number 6, you had one of the females yesterday that popped up in the spaces, and I just love the positiveness. She popped up in it yesterday.
Oh my God.
You had Caution at number 6, and overall list Caution was at number 7. Rookie of the year. Talk to me. Went to the finals against C3. You know what I mean?
She just did so good. I enjoy watching all of her battles. She had
cool female. She's cool as hell. So I met her. She's cool as hell. But good.
She's super cool. Like, and I like the shit she rap about. Her charisma is demanding. Her delivery is like, she don't got much to work on. Like, we all got work and improvement to go through. But I'm ready to see her continue to put in work so she can start making it to them girls. Like, she had one of the, I don't be into the new girls. I don't. I don't be into the new guys neither. So if I didn't watch, and I'm going to be honest.
Lola, are you one of the people that you got to show and prove? You got to show me.
Yeah, like I need to at least kind of have a few other people co-signing you, or you to make it to somebody that I do watch so that I can be like, okay, let me go back and check you out.
same way.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not just searching the internet to find a battle to watch. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
that's not who I am. So
Right.
I enjoyed watching her battles, and I feel like with what she did, with what she had last year, she put herself in this conversation that some of these girls with the resume gonna need to have her on their resume because she one of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can think of, I got, matchups in my head. I'm like wanting
Her
her to
flames?
have.
Her flames? Oh, rip. I'm her flames. You know
Definitely.
what
Definitely.
All right, Lo, let's go ahead, man. At number 5, the big conversation with this young lady right here. Some people feel she got jerked. When the conversation, when I was watching out, let's say on Caffeine, number 12, number 10 conversation. So you, Lo, from New York Podcast, you had Shuni at number 5. But overall, you guys had Shuni at number 10. Floor is yours, man.
Shuni did not belong at 10. So just for perspective,
All right.
I do a point system, and you can, like I said, get 1 through 5 for everything except for wins. You get 10.
Okay.
Shuni scored the highest person that scored on my list. This is just so I can gauge where everybody is. You know what I'm saying? To kind of maybe put an order to and then start moving people around. So Jazz was number 1. Shuni scored 50 points higher than Jazz. Okay?
Really?
So now I went and I said, okay, for every battle that a person choked in, I'm going to take off 10 points. I had Shuni choking or stumbling in 5 battles. I took off them 50 points, and she was still higher than Jazz by 6.
6?
It's no way that she should have been that low. It's just the amount of work that she did and the amount of strong performances that she did. I had her down as 5,
Right.
1 and 5. And she headlined the ladies volume card. She didn't headline it, but she was on the first ladies ever volume card. She headlined that URL card. That was the first time for the ladies to do that. And won and battle of the night and ended up being battle of the year. She had, I think, 4 main events. She had some cons, like 7 one-rounders and some stumbles and chokes, but I feel like she won a War Dog belt. She just she was the hardest to place on my list because when you look at the cons, the one-rounders and the chokes or the stumbles, it makes you want to be like, dang, she shouldn't be that high. But when you look at how heavy her year was, and the fact that if her year wasn't heavy, she wouldn't have got a hustle battle at the end of it. You know what I'm saying? She stepped into the year with a hustle battle. So to me, it was no logic in not having her up that high. And I felt like a lot of them got chokes and stumbles. You know what I'm saying? We just punched Yoshi up this motherfucking list and she got damn bodied. Like, shit, Shuni ain't get bodied. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I didn't agree with it. But
no, let me ask you this. Was it the 7 one-round battles for y'all, do you think, the panel? Maybe not you per se, but the other people, the other women on the panel?
You said, was it a what?
7, she had 7 one-round battles, right?
Yeah, she has 7. Yeah.
How much did that play a factor in her not making top 5, you think?
For a few people, a lot.
Right.
Yeah. Me, Ty, and Cece was on the same page with that.
Okay.
We definitely felt like Shuni should be higher. But it's 7 of us, so that means that we outvoted, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
And if you listen to the panel back, it's going to be about 4 or 5 times where I'll be like, so Shuni shouldn't be higher up on this list.
Were you shocked that people didn't have on it? Let me ask you a question. I felt, as a battle rap fan, maybe I felt it was Jazz, Hustle, and Shuni. Do you feel that was a consensus going into this? Like everyone thought that those were unanimous. Those 3 were unanimous.
I didn't really start trying to put too much like ranking into it until I got everything out. Like, I like to research everything first that I can and then start putting my list together. So I literally watched everything that I could and started putting my list together fully on the day before, and I didn't finish it until like 3 o'clock in the morning the night before.
Say it again. What time?
Like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. After I had traveled to Philly, I had a 9 o'clock, 9:55 flight, landed at 11, drove to the hotel, had to eat. I went on ahead and was like, okay, I'm gonna finish this up. And I mean, I was doing it on a plane and getting it down. Like I felt unconfident with my list only because there's so many girls that's hard to place. But then after more people started to know what my list was, a lot of people did agree with some of the placements that I had. So
does Shuni have a right to feel slighted?
definitely. Shuni, I told them this, if Shuni hadn't choked in her battle, Jazz would be having a little run for her money. You know what I'm saying? Because it would have been hard. When Shuni stepped on the stage, she got that presence and she's a fan favorite and she does really fucking good. Her material be good. She look nice. Like everything about what Shuni package and sell.
I gotta be honest, from early back in the day, I always say this, in terms of looking the part, looking very elegant on stage, Shuni and Farrah from the door.
She a fashionista. Yeah, like they know what to wear. They know how to do that. Like they got the package and to sell it. And you know what I'm saying? We didn't say this enough about Shuni. Like we just want her to be more clean. And I feel like that's the only thing that stopped her from solidifying. She would have been for me with what she had. Her and Jazz would have been like this. You know, her and Hustle too. Like you know what I'm saying? Just like I said, Jazz and Hustle had like the perfect execution of what they had. Like if we can call it something perfect, like their shit was fucking damn near perfect. So
the separation of first place to 2 to 15 is super wide though. Somebody said
they said what?
Something about it was super wide about the separation from first place to 2 to 15 is super wide. I don't know where they're going with that.
They said that it sounds like they're trying to say that Shay Rock shouldn't be on the list, and when it gets to the top, because you're about to get there, when we have 5 names left in 4 slots, I didn't think Miss Miami should be on the list, and I stand on that. But I said, should it be Shay Rock that leaves the list? Should it be Miss Miami that leaves the list, or should it be Cheddar? And we can all vote. Nobody voted Shay Rock off the list. And everybody voted Miss Miami off the list. It wasn't just me. Everybody voted her off the list.
So why you get a backlash from Miss Miami? I saw
because see, this is the thing. Like I said, I'm gonna tell the truth. Or what I feel the truth is. I'm not gonna hold my opinion back because I'm afraid to hurt your feelings. We was never friends in the first place. You can feel how you feel. And I'm sorry that you feel that way. But when I look at your resume, I do feel like some of your losses are significant. And I also, this the thing. But this the thing also. I also said very nice things about her on the panel. Yes, I said that her material for her Suge and her Shuni battle was fucking great. And I gave her a critique, which some battle rappers don't really like, but maybe if you listen to the fans who are consuming and make slight adjustments, shout out to Coffee, it will enhance you. I do feel like her performance and her delivery and her aggression is a little too much, and I feel like it's her trying to sell the bars when they are sold. Like I told her, your pen is there. I felt the same way about Vixen the first year. That's the reason I didn't punch for her, and people thought I was crazy, and she done turned it down a little bit, and I feel like it has helped a lot. All Miss Miami to me got to do is tone it down just a little bit with the aggression in her delivery and stop trying to sell them bars and just rap that shit. And if she do, and I know a lot of people like her the way she raps, but I'm saying, I'm talking about improving it. Not that you got to take your aggression fully away and just, no, I'm saying things can be tweaked and it will make you better.
Lo, what do you say to the people that say that people like me and you, how dare Lo and 3 Letter Man sit up here? They don't battle rap. They just some goddamn fans. They just media. What do you say to that? When you say that? That we how dare us critique people? We don't write raps.
I've seen a battle rapper, and I'm not gonna say his name.
Right.
One of his favorite basketball players didn't make some shot, in some game that was important to them. He inboxed him and told him he was fucking trash. So now this particular battle rapper is not in shape. He probably couldn't run 2 blocks.
Oh man.
But he can, as a fan who watches basketball, inbox a battle rapper. I mean a basketball player and tell him who's in the NBA signed on a contract.
Right.
He's trash. I'm not a battle rapper. I'm not a rapper. I'm not a musician. I like music, I like bars, and I like battle rap. And I've been watching battle rap for about 20 years now. So I understand the English language. I went to college.
Right.
I've been listening to rap long enough to understand what a punchline is and a scheme. I understand performance. I understand a lot of things. So I'm not saying that my opinion should change how you are as a battle rapper, but the knowledge that I have, I'm not into Pokemon cards. I'm into rap. So I know about rap. And I could talk to you about all type of rap, not just battle rap. And I've been here from the beginning. And there are a lot of other credible people who y'all respect, who also respect my opinion, and who also co-sign me and think that
facts.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that there's not room for improvement, because there's a room for improvement for everyone. But let's not just act like I just popped out the motherfucking blue and I don't know what I'm talking about. It's the 3rd year in a row.
Talk your shit, look.
It's the 3rd year in a row. I'm obviously here for a reason. Like, we gonna act like that these women that are on this panel are here for a reason. You may not know all of us by face, but you can best believe that by this 3rd panel, they did the fucking work. Because they knew what it was coming into this. Everybody had their laptop. Everybody had their notebook. Everybody, and I get it. We like the criticism. Please criticize us if y'all don't feel something right, but be respectful. That's all we ask.
Let me piggyback on what you said also. I feel like this. Respectfully, battle rappers, when y'all rap, who the hell y'all rapping for? Y'all rapping for us to critique y'all. Who the hell you're not rapping for yourself? We the ones critiquing y'all. We the ones putting your bars out there on shows, on social media, telling people to watch this battle. Like, I'm keeping it real.
It's only okay if we tell them that they are fire. If we give you anything other than and that's the thing. Like, I'm not opposed to criticism, and I don't feel like even with Miss Miami, and I see her husband all in the comments talking crazy and all of this.
To you?
I gave her crazy. It's wild.
So
it's cool though, because I wouldn't even entertain it, because I really don't care. Because I didn't say anything disrespectful about her, because I don't have no bad feelings toward her. I think she's a great battle rapper. I just think that there's some room for improvement. Every time somebody says something to you or about you, it's not a diss, and it's not coming from a bad place of intention. I don't have no disdain for any of these battle rappers. Shout out to y'all. Y'all a part of my daily life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all been a part of my life for a long time now at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Y'all entertain me and give me a hobby. I respect what y'all do. I'm nervous as fuck to do this panel every year, so I can't imagine how nervous y'all is to go out here and battle in front of these crowds.
Can you speak on that right quick? That the people don't know about that. We get nervous sometimes, anxiety, even us.
My hands was shaking like this. I'm not even joking. Like, I typically will go to the panel. I don't got no, I might smoke a little weed or whatever, but I don't drink. Like, I go sober. My motherfucking hands was shaking. I'm like, I know that they're going to hate it no matter what. And that's the sad part about it, because I know how much work I put into it. This year, I think that they're just really mostly upset about Shuni.
Yes.
And I think that to me and I'm mad about Shuni, but it makes me happy that, for real, it's only really one placement that y'all mad about. And that makes me happy, because the year prior, y'all hated the whole fucking list. You know what I'm saying? And the year prior to that, y'all felt that we got it wrong because it was Vixen and not Casey.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So this year, at least we got this top 5 that it seem like y'all like everything else but the Shuni placement, and we can say like we was wrong.
Right. All right. At number 4, Lo, you had C3, and overall, you guys had C3 at number 3. Talk about C3.
C3 and 40 to me could have been interchangeable.
Okay.
I just felt like 40 had 4 main events, the 2 champion covers, so like 2 performances of the night. She had that crazy battle with Ill Will, body of the night with fucking QB, and she should have won. The fans, shout out to the fans because they voted for all the extra awards, and Jazz did win. Big Bag won all the fucking bags. But I do feel like 40 should have definitely won Body of the Year. It could have been recent. I hope so.
40 on QB.
I hope so. I hope so, because I think it was a little recency bias. I think that if them battles would have happened like October, November, December, like that, back to back, they would have. Jazz kicked, she did the body thing with that. But I think with the grudge match and the fact that the opponent being more on her level, and I think it was just way more significant. But shout out to the fans, they like what they like. But with them two, and then I feel like C3 making it to the finals, that was significant. She had a few, I can't remember everything on her resume right now, but she had like JC. She had a few like significant names. She lost some battles that was significant too, just the same way 40 was, but I feel like 40 had a little more accolades. Like one of C3 battles had 681 views. You know what I'm saying? And when you talk about 40 bars getting almost 800,000 views in a year, like we talk about reach. So I had her a little bit more, but when we talked about it and they had C3 above, I'm not mad, because it could have literally
it was neck and neck, right?
It was literally, they was right at each other. Like I couldn't really pick. I had to nitpick the fuck out of it. So.
All right. At number 3, 40 bars, and I thought a lot of people. So I got mixed emotions on 40. I see some people saying too high, too low. What do you feel about that? You think 40 is right where she belongs? You had 40 at number 3, and the list y'all had 40 at number 5.
40 needed to be in that damn top 5 to me. She rapped. Like I told them on the panel, we not finna tank her whole year because she stumbled in 2 battles, but we punched for Yoshi, who stumbled in a battle, got bodied by Clips, and had a not the greatest showing against Perstavia, who was a rookie. You know what I'm saying? Right. Other than that, those 2 things on 40 list, and I'm not gonna say they little things. She got wins, her record like 4-2. She got 4 main events, 2 champion covers, and she got 2 standout performances, one being a body of the night. It's no motherfucking body of the year, damn near. It's no way 40 should not be higher up on the list to me. That's how I viewed it. I'm like, no, this is a lot of things to say about a girl's year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This girl done been out here working. And if you write her motherfucking bars down, her
40 be saying, yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, when I wrote down her bars for the Ill Will battle, yo, the shit, it's one thing and people gotta understand this. One thing like Lo's talking about, it's one thing when you're listening to a battle, y'all, but when you writing that shit, I gotta rewind it back and all that, that's some other shit, Lo.
When you write it down and you realize, like, damn, that scheme actually started way back there. Oh, damn, but I can't even end this because it goes right into another scheme that is also fire. I have to write this whole segment down. That's what it's like writing 40 bars down. Her material is incredible. She is like one of the best writers, period.
Hands on.
And we're gonna give her credit for that. She I hope she do work on, being a little cleaner. And we hope that for all battle rappers who have little issues here and there. But she's amazing, and I cannot take that from her.
Let me piggyback on something you said right there. Hey, newsflash to all the battle rappers. Nobody wants to see y'all choking battles. Nobody want to see that. We don't watch battles to see y'all choke. No one's sitting like, damn, bro, I hope he chokes tonight. No one's thinking like that. No one
at all. We literally be, and that's the thing too with Shuni. I love Shuni so much.
Shuni,
and when I'm watching her battles and she go to reach for that water, I'll be like, oh my God.
And that's how we
You
get
know
up.
what I'm saying?
We're like, no, 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 no.
Because we just want her. I'm just rooting for her so bad. I want
Right.
her to do well, and because I know she can. Shuni material never lets me down, and her performance never does either. Because even when she choke or whatever, she still be punching through with a strong performance.
She lost the hustle, but I thought she had some bars in there. I'm not gonna hold you though. She had some bars in there.
It'd be hard to be like, damn, like you lost the battle because it wasn't clean, but motherfucker, you are good.
You are good, yeah, right.
You good.
All right, Lo. The last two, I thought it was a no-brainer. Hustle that two. Talk to me.
Like I said, she had a flawless execution. Like everything that she had was significant. I told them on the panel that it was like perfect senior and perfect junior. Like it couldn't have get, we got 1A and 1B here. The thing that separated it for me when I had to pick was